Hi, in this video we're going to talk a little bit about age verification and privacy in relation to the UK's new Online Safety Act, which was introduced a few weeks ago at the end of July. I just want to show you some of the issues involved and statements from leading privacy advocates regarding this new law, which is quite wide-ranging. But first of all, an important point we should make about these age verification systems is they're just simple to bypass with a VPN. Now, if you don't know what a VPN is, it's a virtual private network. It's a little gadget that sits in your taskbar. I'll show you it in a minute. And you can use it to bypass all the restrictions of this act. Basically, the whole age verification process of all these sites. So basically, if you want to go to something that's deemed adult, like harmful or something like that, it's still legal. You need to verify your age according to this act, and it's incumbent on the different sites to do this. But a VPN bypasses it all basically by bouncing your connection off a different server in a different part of the world, and it no longer works. So let me just show you quickly. Now, this is the sort of message you'll get now if you go to a restricted site. You basically have to go and sign up and verify your age. Now, this is done in a variety of ways, which I'll touch on in a minute. But normally, the sort of adult sites are using third-party sites to do this age verification process, and it involves putting your passport in or making a micropayment in a credit card or your driving license, such stuff like that. Okay, now I will show you basically how the VPN bypasses this completely. Now, I'm not going to go to an adult site because YouTube will ban my channel if they see stuff like that on the screen. But what I'll do is I'll go to an AI site here, and it'll show you. This is an image AI. You could create AI images on it, and they have decided not to implement age verification, and they've just blocked everybody from the UK, which is another issue, that we're making the internet an awful lot smaller for people in the UK because of this, flawed, in my opinion. So this is how we block it. But let me just show you how a VPN works. It sits in your taskbar there. I'm using NordVPN, which you can get a discount link from the description below, 70% off. It's very cheap. Very easy to use. My 10-year-old was, when he was 10, used a VPN years ago to access Minecraft servers. So, and all you do, this is the NordVPN VPN extension, so it just sits in your taskbar. There is a full program, but just if I click on France, I'll basically bounce my connection off a French server, and it will look as though I'm in France now. So if I go back to this site, which is restricted, and indeed if I went to an adult site, the age verification would disappear in the same way I can suddenly go into the site. So I've bypassed the geo-block or the age verification that easily. It doesn't take any skill at all. It costs a few bucks for the VPN, but people can use free VPNs as well. There are bigger problems with those, that they actually use your data and sell it on anyway. Okay, so it's simple to bypass with a VPN. It doesn't work, basically. The major issue that most privacy advocates have got is that you're uploading your customer data and your passport and your credit card stuff to loads more sites. Years and years we've been told not to do this, but now this adult verification is forcing us to do it. I mean, just look at some of the sites over the years. Equifax, they've been hacked. They lost 147 million people's data. Yahoo, 3 billion accounts were compromised. British Airways, 500,000 Marriott hotels. This was 10 years ago, although they denied it for about 4 years. 500 million there. Adult Friend Finder. This is exactly the sort of adult site that's being affected now with the age verification process. 400 million accounts have their emails, passwords, and sexual preference data. Remember, there's a lot of potential for blackmail here. People want some privacy when they're accessing these sites. These sites are not illegal. If they are illegal, they shouldn't even exist. But they will be linked, their identity will be permanently linked with whatever site they're visiting. So beware of that. Ticketmaster is another one, big site. These are all very well funded. They have huge IT support teams and stuff. They couldn't keep their data safe. So what chance does a small niche forum or an adult site have? The government doesn't really tell you much about how these sites are supposed to do. They've got some, I'll put this in another video, the specific points, but their main goal, they say, is age verification must be highly effective, which doesn't really mean much. It just means it should work. And as we can show, and they do in fact say it shouldn't be able to be bypassed, but it clearly can be. If you've got a VPN, you can bypass all the age verification. It doesn't need to apply to me. It doesn't need to apply to you. A simple, any VPN, I think, works. So it just bypasses it straight away. So it's not highly effective. The sort of concerns these privacy people are having, these are the things, is basically the public is having to choose between not being able to freely access the internet, these blocks and restrictions, or just the refusing to use age verification, or you hand over all this personal data to a series of dodgy companies or third-party companies, and then they're instantly a target for hacking, data breaches and data thefts. Can you imagine hackers who quite often do these sort of blackmailing scams, if they stole all the data from, I don't know, an LGBT site, video site or something like that? They've got a lot of potential blackmailing material there if people are trying to be discreet, so things like that. Index on Censorship, a really good organisation. They, in one of their articles, they said the fallibility of technology means that the privacy of all of us could be compromised. All these new rules on age verification coming into force are making us more vulnerable by sort of channeling our data onto the internet when we've been told not to do this. There's a precarious balance here. We need to protect our children. Obviously, children shouldn't be looking at adult websites or anything like this. I don't think age verification and the Online Safety Act is the way to do it. It's undermining privacy for us all. Even the ICO, which is the Information Commissioner's Office, said, I really recommend for those who are looking at use of biometric technologies, which is one of the age verification technologies being used, that you basically look at the camera and they assess your age. It sounds good, but you're putting up your biometric data here. We don't know what this is going to happen or what implications this is going to have in the future. You could be uploading something that's used against you many years later. So just a quick summary, the age verification privacy risk, data centralization. We're putting all this personal information on in order to verify our age to different third parties, small websites. Don't put your passports and driving licenses stuff on here. It's not worth it. It's a single point of failure. One of these age verification process might do the age verification for hundreds, even thousands of sites. All that personal data is going to be sitting on that one target. It makes it a huge target for hackers and criminals. Biometric complexity. People are trying to use face scans or ID. It's not really working. Some kids have discovered that you can point your phone at a game. I forget what it's called now, but there's a game where you can put an adult's face in, and then you can control, make it smile, make it whatever, just as part of the intro. And that actually passes the age verification because the character in the AI. And there'll be lots of AI stuff that you can do to get around biometrics at the moment anyway. Technology's fallible. Even secure systems can be breached. Privacy concerns are not theoretical. So some points and warnings. I would say stay away from these adult verification sites. Don't put any of your data on there. Don't put your passports on there. If you want to access the VPN option is there. We're not supposed to promote it, but there's an awful lot of people using them. They've risen by, I think it was 1,800%. One VPN provider said that their sales had gone up in the first couple of days. So people are just bypassing this system. So the people at risk are the ones who are actually entrenched in it, or people are going to sites that just they're ignoring it because they're based in different countries, so it's not relevant. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you've taken something from this video, and have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.